T-minus 10.
All aboard!
You know what a job is? That's when people get up in the morning and they go to work.
This is Scope of Success, where we bring you life lessons and throw a lifeline to your career. And now, Brian and James.
Welcome to Scope of Success, where we are helping you advance your career one interview at a time. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to us on iTunes, and keep leaving that positive feedback. We have an amazing mini show today. We're going to be talking to Aliki. She is our foreign correspondent from Montreal who's traveling around the world, visiting PMI chapters and members, and just kind of getting the feel of the local economy and what's going on all around where she's traveling. We're going to speak to her in a minute, but first I wanted to talk about my Kickstarter campaign that I've been running. I started a Kickstarter campaign to create a children's book. It is the story of an empire made entirely of books hidden in the jungles of South America. This book is to help the children's love of reading and also to help those in need. 75% of the profits are going to the TD Foundation, a 100% volunteer organization that provides aid to children of wounded warriors and fallen heroes of the military. It's a great project and a great cause. Tom Dearline is the founder of the organization. He was a guest on our show. He's an amazing guy. To pledge for support or to learn more about the project, visit thestorybookempire.com for more information. Check it out. I worked very hard on this. I found an illustrator that just did an amazing job. Kate Boycott has done amazing work on this, and it's just really great. And Aliki, I know you have also shared this with your network, and I want to thank you very much for supporting it.
Hi, Brian. Yeah, it was absolutely my pleasure. I think it's absolutely amazing what you're doing, and any project that helps make the world a better place, the least I can do is try and share it with the people I'm connected with. And I love the story and anything that encourages children to get back into reading and the art of storytelling.
Right. Excellent. Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. So why don't you tell us where you are right now?
So I'm in Hanoi, Vietnam. It's my last stop on my tour of Southeast Asia. In 2 days, I head to Sri Lanka, where I have some connections with the PMI Sri Lanka group, some of the volunteers in Colombo.
Oh, okay. How long have you been in Hanoi?
About 3 or 4 days. Before that, I was traveling up from Ho Chi Minh City. So I started in Ho Chi Minh, and then I spent about 2 weeks going through different cities along the way, the countryside, and then I made it to Hanoi, and now it's been about 3 days. I met with the PM Hanoi community just the other day. A great group of people. They're a prospective chapter, so hopefully very soon we'll be able to say they are PMI Vietnam.
Oh wow, yeah, no, that's awesome. What so in your travels, what have you kind of seen, or what's in Ho Chi Minh City? Don't they have is that where they have the soldiers, the statues of the soldiers?
No, that's in China.
Oh, okay. All right, I gotta recheck my Wikipedia on this thing.
Yeah.
So what's the big takeaway in Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi?
Well, in Ho Chi Minh, I had the great luck and pleasure to meet with another PMI Montreal member, someone who I know quite well. His name is James Issam Mingad, and he's a PMI Montreal member and volunteer, and he was a speaker at our 2016 symposium. And he was recently moved to Ho Chi Minh City by his company, Adidas, who are getting him in touch with his Asian counterparts in operations. So he works closely with project management office for Adidas now also on the Asian side. So it was really nice to see someone from home so far away.
Wow, that's great. What is his kind of takeaway? How long has he been there?
He's been there now. I guess it's been about 2 weeks since he moved. He had visited previously. I think he's really excited to get the ball going and get very in touch with what people who are on the manufacturing side of what they do, to get to know them really well, and so that he understands every element of the company, from the textiles, from the manufacturing to the design, and he works streamlining project management processes for the company. So it's really we had some good conversations being process nerds.
Right.
It was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's great.
And yeah, I did an interview with him, so I'm going to write that up real soon and have that available on my website.
Oh, great. What's your website again? Just to plug that.
Aliki en route. So it's Aliki, Aliki, ENROUTE.com. So the en route, it's not en route, it's en route. It's sort of a tribute to my French side, to the Montreal side of where I come from.
Oh, okay, excellent. And I'm gonna, and of course I'll put the link there too on the show page.
Yes, please.
So people get that. So what I think I always ask you this. What's the industry, or is there a big kind of industry that really stood out?
So in Hanoi, what they told me is the industry that is really, really top in terms of project management is construction. There's a lot of construction going on in Hanoi. It's a growing city. And Ho Chi Minh, there was a lot in terms of IT. I mean, IT is everywhere, and it's one of the top industries for project management. But what I've noticed is everywhere says IT and construction. Everywhere I go, when I ask what's the top industry here, it ranges from mining, construction, IT, so the big ones. But when I look around the table at everyone who's sitting there participating in some of these discussions, there's people who are working, yes, in IT and construction, but a lot of people who work in marketing, people who are in event planning. It ranges. A lot of people are consultants. I mean, these are people who specialize in project management processes. So my takeaway from Vietnam has really been that the people participating in these communities are project management educators, first and foremost. They want to share their passion for project management and how it can help make the workspace more efficient and how we can use our resources more effectively.
Oh, that's great. What's kind of the population of the two places? Are they both big cities? I kind of imagine that they are.
I have to say they're both very big cities.
Right.
I think someone told me, it quoted to me something about 10 million people and 8 million motorbikes.
Oh, okay.
These are huge cities. Even just exploring them, it can't be done on foot. I've been having a great time using Grab. So it's sort of the Uber. Well, it actually bought out Uber here in Southeast Asia, and it's basically people with motorbikes who will let you pop on the back of them for a small charge and take you where you need to go. It's a fantastic system.
That's great, and they use an app for that.
Yeah, it's an app. It's exactly like Uber. It really is. You just sort of your current location, where you want to go, and if you want a car or a motorbike, and within 2-3 minutes, a driver comes and finds you, and you jump on the back of the motorbike, and you.
That's
pray.
Amazing. Should I ask? Do you wear a helmet too, or do they bring them?
You do. They actually give you a helmet. I don't know what kind of impact it would sustain.
Right.
But they don't drive very fast. The traffic is such that people are not driving very quickly. So
okay.
I think I witnessed a couple tourist morbike accidents, and people came away with a broken arm.
Right.
Nothing.
Still
not
bad.
Too serious.
Still bad.
Still bad.
What's the distance between the two cities?
It's really far because Vietnam is very long.
Right.
So I did quite a bit of travel in between. I took 2 flights, 2 trains, 2 buses, stopping all along the way in the countryside, in different cities, along the beaches. So I got to really explore the different areas, the different types of places that Vietnam has to offer. It's really a really diverse country, attracts a lot of tourists from different places that you don't see everywhere else. So I really love Vietnam, and the food's the best.
Right. What do they have? What do they have there?
Oh, it's just so good. There's so much street food. I mean, the pho, which is the noodle soup.
Noodle soup, yes. That I'm very aware of. Yes.
But that's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You can get that at any time of the day.
Right.
I found the best one too. It's one where there wasn't. It was just a lineup, and you just stand in line. There's only one thing on the menu, and that's the soup. You get the soup, you sit down, you eat, you get out. And it was the best I've ever had.
Wow.
Yeah. I've really been having a good time here in Vietnam. I'm really happy that I had a whole month to take my time here.
Right. That's fantastic. Oh, you said, how long have you been there?
A month.
Oh, it has been a month. Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I used up my visa.
Right. Oh, now it's time to move on.
Yeah, I got to move on. So in 2 days, I fly to Sri Lanka.
Oh, okay.
Where the group, the staff in PMI Singapore, I actually met with them a couple weeks ago as well. It's so great. Like, I've met so many volunteers, but it was really a pleasure to meet people whose full-time job is PMI, and to see that they care and are as passionate as the volunteers are. And they have put me in contact with volunteers in Singapore, and they're as excited as on board with it as anyone else. And it's been really heartwarming and incredibly flattering to see the support that these individuals are giving me.
That's great. Wow.
Yeah.
Very happy to hear it. So when are you leaving? How are you getting there?
So I'm going to fly. I fly from Hanoi in 2 days. I go to Bangkok and then to Colombo. I've got about 3 weeks in Sri Lanka, and then I go to Georgia. So we'll see.
Oh, okay.
A whole different. So the next couple of weeks, the landscape is changing really quickly.
Right.
And then I'm in Europe, and it's sort of the last hurrah. I've got a couple countries in Europe lined up, and then I actually have to start thinking about going home.
Oh no! Oh boy!
Yeah, but if you keep doing interviews with people like Kendall Lott,
right?
I might start planning my next trip really soon.
Right, that was great. That one, absolutely.
That was fantastic. I loved it. I was jealous. I was like, I want to do that. That sounds great. I want to hike the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah, very cool. Well, thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
We're going to catch you on your next stop. And
yeah, for sure.
And thanks for checking in.
Thanks so much, Brian. And I can't wait. Good luck with your Kickstarter. And I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see the finished product of your book.
Yeah, me too.
I'm excited.
Thank you.
Take care.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Scope of Success is brought to you by PMI Long Island, the Project Management Institute of Long Island. For more information, visit pmilic.org.